you're also doing braces, orthodontic work for children, and I think you told me that you're also doing orthodontic work by children, teenagers usually. But you also told me that you're doing orthodontic work for adults, and that this is becoming much, much more prevalent. Many, many more adults, they have a couple, 2, 3 crooked teeth in front for whatever reason, and they want to straighten it out. They don't want to shave down their teeth. They don't want to put a lumineer or a veneer on it. They say it's okay, and apparently there's something relatively new, not totally new, out there called Invisalign, where you apparently don't see the braces and the treatment goes relatively fast. And in any case, the most important thing is you, not like in the old days where those huge metal braces really looked rather ugly. This time is gone. Tell us a little bit about it.
Right. Invisalign was created to help adults actually who do not want to have metal braces on their teeth. And it does the work as well. It works beautifully. You can smile without people knowing you have braces on your teeth. You remove them at your convenience whenever you need to eat or just to clean it out, and you put it back in. It works wonderfully. Sometimes it takes less time than with regular braces, sometimes more. It depends on the case. But it is more available to people to have the braces, because not everybody want to have metal in their mouth. So it covers, it covers and does the job beautifully.
You said something important, which I think must be a big advantage of those invisible braces, those Invisaligns. First of all, they're kind of like a mouth guard, right? More or less.
Yes.
You
more
put them on.
But they're much thinner.
Yes, much thinner. You put them on and you take them off. So you said you take them off when you eat, which a normal brace you cannot. So that must be very, very convenient, because you take them off, you eat normally, and you don't have the spinach then hanging down like a flag, from the flagpole after you eat. And you can brush your teeth. Basically, very, very convenient. Because is it true that with regular braces, not that they have no function, they're needed. In fact, sometimes I think regular braces, the Invisalign doesn't do the trick, but the dentist will evaluate that, right?
Right, that's right. Not every case is Invisalign case.
Right. So let's assume, however, it is. I heard that when people do have regular braces, due to the fact that food gets stuck when they eat, and then again, the slightly more lazy person, whether he's a teenager or an adult, he will develop gum disease because of it. And gum disease, as you mentioned, ruins your kidney, ruins your liver, is heart disease, even Alzheimer, never mind the immune system cracking down and being always sick, and never mind the smelly mouth. So apparently when people have braces, and if they're not very dedicated in cleaning, they get this gum disease much easier. There seem to be cases where the teeth are beautiful, it's gorgeous, but now we have a full-blown gum disease. Apparently, I'm not so sure. And the Invisalign completely avoids that. Well, the person needs to brush, of course, but because it's easier, he will do it.
Yes, absolutely. It's much easier with Invisalign because, as you mentioned, the food doesn't get stuck in between the braces. And also, with regular braces, if patient gets lazy to brush their teeth, it's not only creates the gum disease, it's also create cavities under the braces. So you get straight teeth, and once you remove the braces, you actually have cavities which have to be replaced either with fillings or with veneers or with crowns sometimes, only because you had a neglected brushing or good oral hygiene. So that's a very important case where with Invisalign it's much easier when you can actually see whatever is hanging in your mouth and you just brush it right off.
Right. Now, you said that the Invisalign was originally invented for adults, to straighten their teeth without having to take lumineers and veneers and shaving the tooth down, at the same time also without having to have those ugly braces in it. Because, for a young businessman, businesswoman, by young, 20, 30, 40, whatever, it's just not nice. So now this is solved with Invisalign. But what about the teenagers? Can they wear it too? And why was it only invented for adults?
Well, it started with adults because with teenagers, when you go to school at this age, all teenagers wear braces, so that's normal for them. Nowadays, once kids see adults, their moms or dads wearing invisible braces, they say, oh, I want those invisible braces also. So they want to smile more. They want to smile for school pictures or for graduation pictures in a better way without covering their smiles. So Invisalign was created for teenagers also. It's just with kids, the kids have to be a little bit more responsible with the Invisalign because it is removable.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is you have this, let's say, 15-year or 16-year-old boy or girl. He has lunch. He has the eyes on his boy girlfriend over there, which he wants to chase, and he takes off without putting his Invisalign in it, and the cleaning person comes by and sweeps it all into the garbage can. What happens if it's lost? What happens if one of those, because those braces there is like, 20, 30 of them, and you keep progressively changing it a little bit. So what if one of those sets is lost?
Well, you have to go back to the dentist, and the dentist have to make you a new aligner. And it becomes a little costly because for every aligner you lose, you pay extra. So that's the only concern with teenagers. We trying to teach them to be more responsible, because if you lose it, you have to pay more for that. So that's why it is more convenient for adults, because adults are considered more responsible. But again, there are very responsible teenagers, and it works for them wonderfully also.
Right. What about the responsibility of cheating and not wearing them? Again, forgetting it and just not wearing them. Do you, the dentist, can you control that a little bit? Can you see, let's say the teenager says, no, I wear them, and you go, I don't think so. A little bit like with people brushing teeth. They say, oh, I brush and I floss every day, and you look at it and you go, not, you're lying, or you're doing it very badly, or you're doing it only 3 seconds. Anyway, either way, you can see something isn't quite jiving. Can you do that with the braces also?
Yes, absolutely. With Invisalign, it's a liner every. We change aligners every 2 to 3 weeks if the patient is wearing it 20 to 22 hours a day. So the reason people wear braces is because they want to get straight teeth faster. So if you do not wear the aligner, and you want cheating and you come in for a new aligner, it's not gonna fit properly. It's gonna be more pain, so you have to go back to the previous aligner. Meaning, if you are cheating, the braces are not for you, so don't start with it. If you wanna have beautiful straight teeth, you decided to go with the braces, you have to be responsible with that.
No, basically, it's like we're going to school. Cheating to pass the exam, and you don't cheat the teacher, you cheat yourself, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but tell that a small kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why for kids, not a responsible kid, I do not even suggest the aligner.
Good.
There are some kids who don't even brush, and I tell them do not put braces, because you're going to end up with a lot of gum disease and bone loss and lots of cavities. You create more problems like cavities and gum disease with the braces than without.
Mm-hmm.
And not straighten teeth rather than straight teeth, but all fixed up.
Got it. All right. Well, good. So basically, Invisalign definitely good for adults, good for teenagers. And they are really invisible. If I talk to a normal person, let's say 4 or 5 feet apart, which is, I guess, the normal talking distance, would that person, if he's not trained like a dentist like you, would that person know that I'm wearing Invisalign braces or not?
No.
Wow.
It's completely invisible. It's only visible to a trained eye, or if a person mentions to it, can you see my braces? But otherwise, no. It's
Got
invisible.
Well, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Thank you very, very much.
You're welcome.